Hey, welcome back, guys. This is Zone. Just doing a real quick video log for my Viking Saturday. I'm going to do probably a second one today too. But this one here, I wanted to go ahead and show some of the miniatures I got together. Now these guys don't have bases, and I don't have all the arms attached to these guys yet. And I don't have all the weapons attached to these guys yet. I got a couple guys over here too. But these basically came from half a box of the Viking Huskarls by Hammer Gods. Or at least that's maybe the name of it. I don't know. Sort of random. This is a Herdman from Gripping Beast Plastics. You can see this one here comes with 44 miniatures, and the other one came with 32. Now, what I like about this Viking game, or Viking Saga, um, set in the Viking time period, anyways, is that you can basically get into the game, build an army for less than $150, and have everything you could possibly want. Let me give you an example. These four guys here are considered to be Hearthguard. That's 1 point. So this unit of 12 is 3 points. Most games are played at 4 points or 6 points. That means these two groups here of 12 models are a total of 6 points. That would be your entire army. 12 guys is far less than 32 from that box or 44 from that box. So buy a box, split it with friends, and get into it. These guys over here, same thing. So right now I have 9 points between all of these units, and I haven't got my warriors and I haven't got my levies yet. So I made a quick little list. You can quickly see it right here. I'm fairly organized. Anyways, this is basically what it says. It's large enough that I would be able to field anything I want, and so big that I would never really field at all unless I was playing some sort of silly game. Um, but I figured I'd build up a hero, 4 heroes. I'd have a hand weapon and shield, a Dane axe, a spear and shield, and 2 hand weapons. That's what I figured. I really don't see heroes using ranged weapons. It's not really that type of thing for them. So that's just 4 models like these guys over here with those type of weapons. They'd all be wearing chainmail, of course. Then you have berserkers. Now, Saga makes the best berserker models in my opinion. I don't know if you've seen them yet, but check them out. It's 4 for $15. That's the most expensive thing in the whole army, but they're cool enough to do it. A lot of berserker models have wolf pelts that go across their back. Saga is the only one I've seen that the wolf pelts don't look like badgers or some sort of other. They look like actual wolf. Anyways, I was going to go with 12 with Dane axes and 12 with spears. 12 is the maximum size for the unit, and every 4 of the Hearthguard costs you 1 point. So 12 berserkers with spears or Dane axes cost 3 points. So that's a total of 6. Obviously, you'll never fill that many. I wouldn't think. Maybe you would have 6 with spears and 6 with Dane axes. I don't know. Then you have Herdman. They're also considered a Hearthguard. And I wanted to have 12 with hand weapon and shield, 12 with spear and shield, and 12 with Dane axes. I don't know if the game actually allows it, but just for the fact that I already have 12, 11, but I'll have 12 easily. It just makes sense to have that, in my opinion. Then they have what's called Bondi, and these are a part of the warriors. And they only have one type of warriors, and that's the Bondi. I wanted to have 16 with hand weapon and shield, and 16 with spear and shield. The reason why I went with 16 instead of 12 on these is for every 8 you have, that's 1 point. So if I have 2 units, that would be 16 models. Now I thought about going up to 24, but of each, but I don't know. It's just a lot of models. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. Then you have levy, and the only levy option you have is, for at least Vikings, is archers. Um, they come with 12 models for 1 point, um, and they sell 12 archer models for $25. $37.50 is what it was. And this is all Australian money. I don't know exactly what that would be in American dollars, but if you think about it, if you got 1 box of levies and you got 6 boxes of the berserkers, that only ends up being, $127.50, and then you have everything and half a box here and half a box there. So basically, it's $150. I mean, these boxes are only like $30 a piece. So 157, $160, and then you gotta buy your heroes, which you can just make yourself, or you can buy the literal models. But the literal models for them are not that cool. There are some cool heroes out there, and I probably will buy them, but not necessarily with the lock stock ones they have for the Saga for Vikings. Anyways, this is what I would do for my Viking army. Now, what I plan to do with the rest of these guys like this, I don't actually have anything for yet. I plan to use them anyways, but I will use them as dead bodies, and then whenever I set up battlefield terrain, I'll have piles of literal bodies set up to the side or whatever, or as gruesome tokens or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, that's just what I thought. Anyways, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do.